Let me tell you guys a story I call The Wrath of Moby Dick. Moby Dick was my kayak. I got into kayaking a couple of months ago. I heard people talking about it at a coffee shop. Thought it'd be a cool hobby, and it was. I had a lot of fun with it on the water. What I didn't know at the time is how filthy kayaks get. And because I live in my van, I stored it in my bathroom area back here. The whole place just got caked in mud. No matter how many times I washed it, mud just kept oozing out of the cracks. It's a foldable kayak. I had to spend like 6 hours doing a deep clean of the back of my van, getting rid of all that mess. I did a video about it. As if that wasn't enough, I got bites on my legs. I went to the doctor about it. He said, yeah, those are spider bites. So I took Moby Dick apart, unfolded it one last time. Sure enough, there's a spider with an egg sac and all these baby spiders in there. And they'd gotten back into my van. Spiders everywhere. I had to throw away my comforter, throw away my sheets, just saturate the back of my van in like alcohol and Windex and just nuke the place. It cost me so much time and money. As if that wasn't enough. This past week, I got a notification on my phone that someone had stolen my credit card and made a purchase in Tennessee. I had only been in this area of Tennessee to go kayaking. I must have got caught in a skimmer at a gas station or something. I blame that on Moby Dick. Last but not least, I lost my keys at the bottom of the Kentucky River. Yeah, that's something I never thought would happen. I had to come to Ford, the service center today, to get new keys. That cost me $400. And I blame all of that on Moby Dick. Oh yeah, I should also mention I've also had to pay for a storage facility after living in my van for 2 years, over 2 years, and not having to get a storage facility. So now that white whale has turned into a white elephant that's costing me $50 a month. And I am a petty and vengeful person. I want revenge, even if it's against an inanimate object. So I think today I'm going to go see some battleships and battle cruisers, things that Moby Dick will never be. I don't know, in my mind, I've rationalized this as revenge against Moby Dick. I'm going to go down to Battlefield Cove in the Cape, the southern shore area of Massachusetts, where they have tons of old ships. Might be one of the largest museums in the country of like old warships. I guess I've got boat fever today and I'm in a militant mood, so this should be a fun adventure. The drive down on that highway from Boston to Fall River was the most scenic today that it will ever get. I liken it to driving through Florida inside Massachusetts. Brings me to here. This is Fall River. They have a ton of battleships here that I want to see, but I parked at the Maritime Museum. I feel like I should get some info and spout some facts for y'all, although this does not look promising. Well, it's closed, so I guess I'll just have to spout some falsehoods for you instead. That's okay. The main thing I came to see, though, was the warships. Like I said, they have a collection of destroyers dating back to Man, what's happening today? They have a collection of warships here that looks like it dates back to the Spanish-American War, maybe even earlier. I might be tripping over my words a lot in this video. That's because I'm trying to record it all in one take, get better at speaking, the oneer, as we call it in Hollywood. Over here, I can see some battleship spires. It seems like a safe enough area to park. Alright, so you enter through the gift shop. Tickets are $25, but the self-guided tour, I can go out and walk and get in some of the ships. They've got the battleship, the USS Massachusetts here. They've got the USS Chesapeake, don't know what class that is. One other one that I have forgotten, but right as you exit the gift shop, they have a PT boat, the kind that landed on Normandy. This thing is cool as hell. Imagine if I just kitted out Moby Dick like this. These PT boats were absolutely badass. This is the most G.I. Joe thing I've ever seen. How cute is this? They had their own little store on board these boats. I was slowly going insane walking the corridors inside the ship here. It was like being inside of a Tool video. I can't believe people did that every day. I had to get back out on the deck in the open air and the sunlight. I think I might just walk the perimeter here, take a peek inside some of the open doors. On the deck of that warship was the most peaceful I have felt in a long time, which is good. I needed that. I've been just like stressed out lately. Right now, I actually lost my car keys at the bottom of the Kentucky River. I told you about that. On that same keychain were my P.O. Box keys. I have to pick them up in Western Mass before noon tomorrow, so I need to head in that general direction. I don't know where I'm gonna drive to immediately. I actually ran out of food, so I could do another meal prep. I'm not sure. I'm just gonna get in the car and drive, and this is the worst segue in the history of my YouTubing.
Turn left onto the ramp, then turn left.
The whole drive out of Fall River, I've just been seething in the driver's seat. I was crunching some numbers about all the financial damage Moby Dick has wrought on me thus far. I'm gonna do a spreadsheet and put it at the end of this video. For now though, I guess you can say that my soul is somewhere between the realms of restlessness and death. So I came to Purgatory Chasm, a beautiful rock formation nearby. I told you guys, this is a oneer. I'm recording this in one take. That might be the second worst segue in history, but cut me some slack here. This is a boulder cave canyon formed by erosion of soil through the rocks. It forms this pretty cool gorge that you can climb all about, monkey around in. I'm gonna do that right now. Purgatory Chasm is a ton of fun, I'm not gonna lie. I came here because I love just monkeying about. I took all of my ex-girlfriends here. It's thought to be caused by melt water from the last ice age. That's probably the theory. The odd thing about this place is, though, there's nothing else like it, like within a 100-mile radius, so it's very odd. It might have been caused by something else altogether. No one really knows for sure. But there's about 2 miles of trail. You can hike a mile up and a mile back in a big loop. That's what I'm doing. I am down at the throes of Purgatory Chasm. At the bottom, as you can see, it's your classic boulder glacial rock pile. So you have to have your wits together hiking through this. Hopefully use both hands as well. I'm gonna try to make it to this crack, this very narrow chasm that I can squeeze my body through, but it's might end up like a 128 days situation, or 127 hours, or whatever that movie was. Hopefully not. It will be dark by the time I get back to my car though. Well, I couldn't find that one crack I was thinking of, but there's plenty other cracks to enjoy here. I think this is a great place to put hate to rest. I try to relate every video I make to van life, something maybe you can learn, but I think this war I have against my kayak is just too personal, and it has me too wound up. I have that spreadsheet put together. Right now, the sun is already starting to get dark, so I think I might walk the ridge trail back rather than risk breaking my knees in this thing. I'm trying to take less risks in general. I just banged up my knees pretty bad because I took the gorge trail for y'all. Yeah, after I said I wasn't gonna do that, right after I stopped recording, like hit the button, I just felt this compulsion, like this oppositional defiant rage building up inside me. I had to prove y'all wrong and do not what you were expecting me to do. I don't know how else to explain it. That's just my pathos, I guess. Anyway, my next challenge in this van life of mine is acquiring food for ye old belly. I blasted through my entire meal prep. Yeah, the whole week's worth of food is gone. I am not gonna do that again tonight. It's too late, I'm too tired. I'm probably gonna buy some pre-cooked food at a grocery store. I think Trader Joe's in Hadley is on the way back. Trader Joe's has this rosemary chicken that's just so good. I got 2 of them. I'll be eating that for the next 2 nights. I've tried to do my chicken as good as that. I've just never been able to replicate it. Right now, I'm gonna put my food away. I'm not sure where I'm sleeping tonight. Yeah, I'll be eating well tonight. Hopefully I can sleep well too. I got up so early to get these new keys from Ford because of Moby Dick and the Kentucky River. I think tonight I actually want to sleep near a body of water, kind of to, like, I don't know, make peace with the way Moby Dick has been bothering me with all the financial stuff it has done to me. Just hearing the rush of the water, I think, will be a good background noise for making my spreadsheet about my Moby Dick war. When I was driving around last week in this area, I found a spot I think might look cool. I'm gonna head there now. The temperature has dropped 35 degrees since I started the day, where I am now, out here in the mountains. And it is so dark tonight. I don't know if there's no moon or it's just overcast skies. That should help me though. Okay, this says road closed, so this is a little bit sketchy. I'm gonna go for it though. What I like about these road closed is that ain't no one gonna come in here during the night. Yeah, there ain't nobody here. This place is just freaking crazy. Maybe I might just park right here. Are you serious? What is this place? There's like little DIY picnic tables here. Looks like a homeless encampment, but there's nobody here. So this place is a little nuts, but can you hear that? That's the river right here. I can listen to that all night long. Over here, it looks like there's some abandoned wire. Yeah, that's like 1/0 gauge wire. That's actually valuable stuff. I'm not gonna take it though. And over here, I could have sworn there was like a crazy picnic table. Yeah, well, I'm not gonna explore it in the dark. Yeah, I think this spot will suit me well tonight. Nice and in the woods, just the way I like it. I don't like doing the city and big box stuff. But I did find time to sit down and do my Moby Dick war cost spreadsheet. This is how much that thing cost me with the damage it's done. Getting the new car keys, $289. New gym keys, $8. And new P.O. box key, $18. Those were 3 things I lost at the bottom of the Kentucky River because I'm new to kayaking, and I guess I lost my keys like dragging the kayak out of the water when I was bringing it back. I blame it on the kayak. The credit charge, because I got my credit card stolen at a skimmer near a boat launch in Tennessee, $77 that Capital One says they're gonna reverse. They haven't yet. I also have no credit card right now. The storage, so I got storage for $50 a month to keep Moby Dick in until, I'm gonna say May, when I take it back out again. So I calculated the net present value of that using 3.7 annual inflation rate. That comes out to $415. All the cleaners that I done for cleaning out the back, new cleaning materials that I got just to tackle cleaning up the mess of Moby Dick. I think I told you in that video I went through 2 or 3 rolls of paper towels just because of Moby Dick. That was $25. Last but not least, I had to throw out all my bedding and my sheets because of the spotters that Moby Dick brought into my van. That cost me $145. All those things put together, $977 in cleaning and picking up after the wrath of Moby Dick, what it did in my life. Listen, I loved kayaking. I had a great time with it. But if you live in a van, a kayak is going to declare war on your life because it does not want to be maintained. It does not want to be kept in your living room, like what I had to do. Alright, I hope you guys like this video. I feel better. I feel like I've purged myself of the negative karma Moby Dick wrought on me. Going to the battleships, seeing those things that Moby Dick will never be, these big, beautiful G.I. Joe things. And then Purgatory Chasm was just a nice stop on the way. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I don't really know what this was. It was the Moby Dick War. My name is Matt. I live in my van full time. And I've been doing it for 2 years and a little over a month now. So hit the like button below if you want to see more. I do this in New England. Subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you in the next adventure. Peace out.